YouTube did their best to mess me up, but I was able to pull through. Good evening, boys and girls. It's Santa Claus bringing cheer to penny hoarders all across the globe. How is everybody today? Make sure you guys can see me before I keep heading out into the wilderness to bring you more and more reveals. Let's see. Let me bump this out so I can actually see you guys because I'm blind as a bat. Hey, there's Victoria, Joe, Scott. We are all doing great here in sunny but cold North Carolina. I know it's not cold to a lot of you, but 45 degrees is almost enough to kill a poor guy. Benjamin, how are you doing? Jim Fletcher. This will be, for this week, this will be where you are and where you need to be to get into the holiday cheer of roll reveals. I have all of these rolls ready to go. And we are going to get into them right here. Hey, Penny Parent, there you are. The sheet for tonight is in CNLA and it's holiday reveals. Just so you get caught up. I'm looking to see how everybody's doing. Jason Patton, how you doing? Jeff Dunn, Taco John, Majestic. We're in the first minute of broadcast. And we've already, well, actually, first 2 minutes of broadcast, we've already got 30 people watching. Got 30 people watching, but only 21 likes, so throw me a like if you can, if you haven't done it already. Hello, Bill Betts. Adam Chambers. I did take care of your package today. Raymond Longy, I took care of yours today. Took care of a few others today. Almost caught up completely. Almost. So, here's what we're doing tonight. What we're doing today is I have a number of rolls for which we are going to do reveals. Yeah, well, I can't help what the Postal Service does, unfortunately. For some reason, the post office doesn't know where Stephen Elliott lives because it was addressed to him and it came back to me. You like it? It's got elf ears on it, so maybe I'm supposed to wear it more like this so you can see the elf ears. But I'm Santa Claus. I can do whatever I want to do. There we go. All right, folks. We're going to dive right into it. Here's how it's going to work. I have a bunch of rolls here that are bank wrapped. They're sealed bank wrapped rolls. You've got both ends of them are nice and crimped up, and they've been stored for years and years. And I appreciate that, Majestic. Thank you very much for the super chat, $5 super chat. I need to explain what we do to the people who haven't been into this before, just so you can be sure that you know what you're getting yourselves into or what you're actually looking at. We open rolls every week that are original bank-wrapped rolls, and each roll presumably contains 50 coins in it. And sometimes we do tubed rolls when I know that they're safe tubed rolls and they haven't been gone through. But what we're looking for is high-grade coins. We're looking for double dies, repunch mint marks, any other type of oddity, error, or anything that's worth talking about, and we talk about them as we go through the roll. Now, if I find anything that is of note in the roll as I'm going through it, and I set it off to the side, and I look at it again under the scope later, and then I'll label that item for you and before I send it to you. That way you'll get the item actually labeled as to what it is. Now, the new discovery stuff, anything that we find that we haven't ever found before that needs to be added to the Coppercoins website, the group of people who gets that particular die, I'll pick the best coin out of that, just based on the coin alone, not by the person. and that person will get credit for that coin on the website. So you're looking to get your name up on the website. Well, that's one way of doing it for sure. Now, if I just find something that needs replacement photos on the website, but it's already been listed, such as an FS listed coin that's been on the website for years, if I happen to see that is a better coin than the one we already have photos of, I'll take a photo of it and I'll give you credit for that too. When you receive these coins, you're going to receive them as plate coins. A plate coin is a coin that was used, it's an old-fashioned term when they used them for the photographic plates for books. But we still use the term plate coin, meaning that is the coin that was used for photos on the website. Any flaws that coin has are going to show in the photos on the website because it's the exact same coin. Now, when you send those in to one of the grading services, or actually basically ANAX is the only grading service that will do this and recognize it, they will put plate coin on your coin for you. They will put the die number on your coin for you. You just have to pay the variety service with them. And for that extra fee, they will go and check on the website, verify that the coin is the one. I get it, Wayne Wolf. I understand. And then you'll be able to get your coin holdered as a Coppercoins plate coin if you do indeed get a plate coin. So we have a few different things. We have a new listing that is also a plate coin. You could also get just a new listing, meaning that more than one were found in the roll, and a different one was used as a plate coin, but you still get a new listing. And then we get an existing listing, one that you just get a die number on, and then you get an existing listing with a plate coin designation, meaning that you're going to get the coin that actually was used for photographs for the website. Aside from that, there's not really a whole lot to say. It's fun. It's a challenge. We're going through rolls that have been wrapped up for many years, most of them, many years. And so let's get started with it. Any questions so far? Anything, anyone? I'll give you a minute to answer questions or to ask questions. If you have any questions, you can ask me or you can ask Penny Parent. Penny Parent is my very knowledgeable assistant who can do reveals herself, and she will be doing reveals after the beginning of the year. This shirt, yeah, this is from my dealer in Missouri. I didn't have time to change into a more festive shirt, and I figured, well, since Santa rides a Harley, and that is actually true, Santa does ride a Harley, I figured I would just support his cause. If you have already registered with us to bid at our auctions, then you do not need to register for this. If you've already registered for it with us and you know that you have your name registered with us to bid, then you do not need to register again. So, Kelly, no, you don't. Let me show you what I've got. This is our first one. It's going to be reveal number 44. And I'll give you all of the times and dates all at once later so you can screenshot it and know what they are. But this one is going to be on Sunday, the 22nd at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And all of my times are Eastern time. I am near the Eastern Seaboard. So all of my times will be Eastern times. This one's going to be open at December 22nd on Sunday at 3 in the afternoon. I picked a time that was after halftime in the football games. So let me go back to here. There we go. Now, this one we're going to do at $2 a coin. This is a 1957D original Fed wrapped roll. Now, in order to get involved in purchasing spots in this roll, all you have to do is follow my instructions carefully. My instructions are, you have to wait until after my go, and you have to give me a number of spots that you want, and do not enter it twice. Only enter it once. We'll see you. There will be a maximum number you can purchase per roll. And that's all I got to say about that. So we're going to be doing these at $2 per spot. Maximum is 5 per person. So you just tell me how many you want to bin. After I say go, we'll get it started. Get ready, folks. Coming up here real soon. This is reveal number 44, 1957D, original Fed wrapped roll. All right, $2 per spot, maximum of 5 per person. Let's go now. This is how you do it. And make sure that you have registered with us via email prior to this event, because we cannot put you in spots in a roll unless we can bill you for them, and we will not give the spots to you unless you've paid for them before the reveal happens. We've actually had people order spots and then not pay for them. So yeah, Bill Betts for 1, Jeremy Johnson for 3, James Worley for 5. Levels, you came in too early. Chuck Patillo, you came in too early. But we'll get back to you. Chris Vines gets 2. J.O.B. gets 2. Good evening, J.O.B. Benjamin Marler will get 2. Levels came back in with 5 again. This roll is from the Federal Reserve Bank of Chicago, Illinois. Should be a really good roll. So Levels is going to get 5. Hurlstormer gets 5. Taco John gets 3. Check my numbers again. We are not going to have a regular auction this coming week. These reveals are all we are going to be doing for the next week and a half. Our next auction will be on the 1st of January. It will be on New Year's Day at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. And it will last for anywhere between 3 and 4 hours because it will be a large auction. It's going to be a $1 auction. Absolutely everything I'm going to be auctioning that day will start at $1. $1 per item. And you are going to like it because there are a lot of valuable items coming up in this auction on the 1st of January. Okay, Taco John, let's see. Andrew O'Neill gets 3. Chuck Patillo gets 3. New Marshall will get 5. Hello, New Marshall. Adam Chambers gets 5. Ron Fry. Ron Fry, if you have not registered with us yet, you'll need to. Oh, you have. Okay, I see it here. We do have Ron Fry registered. Okay, so we get Ron Fry gets 5 spots. Jim Fletcher gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that correct? Let's see. Ron Fry, Jim Fletcher gets 5, and Deanne gets 1, 2, 3. Actually, you only get 2 in there. You're moving on beyond this reveal, Penny. Go back and take a look. You got to make sure that you're on. It's going to be CRH 44. I'll highlight the first line in the next one. That way you'll always know. Leave everything where it is because we've got something going on here. I'll highlight the first in each one so that we can be sure. Hang on, folks. We got a little technical glitch that we need to cover up here real quick. My first time ever doing a large group of reveals like this. So we're kind of learning as we go along. We'll get better at it by the time we do this again, 12 months from now. Maybe we'll remember. Who knows? You never know. Okay. And I'll get the other ones a little bit later. So, here's where we are. Okay, we're down to Deanne. Deanne gets 2 in this roll. Deanne, you can have a choice to whether you want to take your third one out of... Oops. Hang on a second. Sometimes things just don't work out the way you thought they would. This roll. Deanne, we got right in the middle of you. You got 2 in the present roll. And I don't know whether or not you want a third one out of this roll or that you don't want a third one out of this roll. Because you got 3 and we do not have 3 coins for you. So you can have 1 coin out of this roll instead of the 3 out of this. You'll get 2 out of here and then you can get 1 out of this. How does that sound to you, Deanne? And then we'll start with Jeff Dunn on this roll. It's okay with everyone. We're just going to keep going because this is another 1957D roll. It will just keep going with the people. Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you, Deanne. We'll just keep going with the people on the list. Okay, so Jeff Dunn will get 5. Raymond Longy will get 3. Joe McBride gets 2. Majestic Sounds of Coins gets 2. Now that's in this California Bank head office roll. Coin Addict will get 1. Sissy Atwell will get 3. Kelly Michaud gets 3. Now, Majestic, you're already in there for 2, and you bid another 3, so you want 5 total. That's what I'm taking that to mean. You let me know if you did not mean to do that. Kelly, we only need to enter in once. Only needs to go in once. So Todd Carmen gets 3. Start at 7 p.m., D. Reese. Okay, go ahead and put Majestic in for another 3 because he entered 3 right after he entered 2. I'm assuming he wants 5. If you already got spots in the first roll, you don't get any spots in the second roll until we get back to you. So I want to make sure everyone has a chance. So we're only going through all the names one time. We'll come back if we have spots available. Hello, J.O.B. Seamus Omaha wants 3. Gotta get that in there. What's up, Sing J? Clayton Lucius, I have not done variety attribution in close to 3 years. And the reason for that's because I've been way too busy to do it. Right now, if you want to have a coin attributed by one of the various experts, probably either James Wiles from Conecuh, Ken Potter, or John Wexler is going to be your best bet for Lincoln Cents. One of those people. So Seamus Omaha gets 3. Wayne Wolf gets 2. Play 37 wants 5. Paul Hampton's not gotten in yet, so I'll get Paul Hampton in there for 5. Jeremy Johnson was already in, so he doesn't get more right now. Steve Patek gets 3. So nothing for Jeremy Johnson right now. Steve Patek gets 3. D. Reese gets 3. Wow, and that's just about going to end the roll. Silver Nitrate, they are 1957D. Lincoln cents out of bank wrapped rolls, $2 a piece. We may actually get you in there. I have a total of 3 left. Hey, Robert. Right now, we're doing this 1957D California bank wrapped roll, and we are just about to the end of the roll. Have Deanne for the last spot. So Deanne will get the last spot in this one. So she gets 2 spots in this roll and 3 spots in the other. Or no, two in this one and 2 in the other. So total of 5, total of 4. I cannot add today. Oh wait, yeah, we need to get Robert Adams in there. Now go back and put Robert in. I want to give him a chance to get into it too. He just got here. Hello, Maria. Okay, so we are done with the 1957D rolls for now. We had these 2 rolls, and I took 100 spots. So we have 100 spots out. If I called your name and gave a number, then you're in. If I did not call your name and did not give a number, then we don't have one for you. Sissy, you got 3 in the first roll, so you're good. Or in the second roll, I'm sorry. You got 3 in the second roll, so you're good. Okay. That does it for that right now. And next, what we're going to have... 1956D, First Wisconsin National Bank of Milwaukee. Now these are going to be, and be sure that you wait until after you see my go comment before you start giving me numbers, because we will not count numbers that come in before I hit go. We just can't do that. We got to be fair to everybody. This is 1956D. I do have 2 rolls. I have this roll, and then I have this roll, Northern Trust Company, from 1960. No, I don't have 50 rolls today. Sorry, time traveler. Not 50 rolls. I wish I did. Okay, so we've got this roll, and we've got this roll. We're going to start with this one. We're going to move into this one. So you can give me numbers up until you get tired of giving me numbers. But here's the deal. Only give me your numbers once. Give me the number of the total that you want, and only once. 1956D bank wrapped roll. Now these things can provide some really valuable coins. We have no idea what's in this roll. So we're going to do these at $3 each. Max of 5 coins per person. Just give me a number. Starting now. JOB's in for 5. Jeremy Johnson in for 5. New Marshall will take 5. Chris Vines for 2. Sorry, my hat was scraping up against the microphone. You guys were hearing like a lion on there or something. You're down to Hurlstormer. Hurlstormer gets. Where is Hurlstormer? Hurlstormer gets 5. Benjamin Marler for 2. Adam Chambers for 3. Cuds R Us for 5. Mr. Worley gets 5. Joe McBride will be in for 2. Taco John for 3. Kelly Michaud for 3. Coin Addict for 3. Mr. Reese wants 3. Now, Mr. Reese's third coin is going to swap over to the second roll. So it's going to be on this roll and not this one. You get 2 in the first roll, 1 in the second roll. And we'll keep going. Everyone else gets spots in this second roll. Silver Nitrate gets 3. Deanne for 3. Jim Fletcher would like 5. Stephen Elliott for 5. Andrew O'Neill Black Cloud Mining for 2. Play 37 gets 5. Chuck Patillo for 2. Ron Fry for 3. Steve Patet for 3. Paul Hampton for 5. Jeff Dunn for 2. Then we got CMUS Omaha for 2. Kelly Michaud is already in there. Kelly Michaud is already in for 56D. Taken back out. Please don't speak up twice. Please only speak up once. Make it easier for us to keep track of. Trying to get everybody in here who wants in. You were not too early, Coin Addict. I got you in for your 3. Okay, Sissy Atwell for 5. Todd Carmen gets 2. And let's see, what else do I have? This Silver Nitrate, you're already getting 3 out of the second roll. Wayne Wolf takes 2. Todd Carmen, Wayne Wolf. Oh, that's it. That does it. We're done. That's all we've got. Okay. CMUS Omaha, you are in second roll. You're in this roll, the one with the Northern Trust Company. Now let me go back. You guys can write this stuff down as we go along, or I've got a sheet at the end that'll show you everything. You can just print that off. But this was our first roll. Our first roll is 1957D. We're going to be doing that Sunday, this 22nd of December at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And then we have this second roll is also a 1957D, and it's the California Bank Head Office of Los Angeles, California. We'll be doing it on Monday, the 23rd at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Next roll is this 1956D, First Wisconsin National Bank of Milwaukee. That will be Monday, the 23rd of December at 8 p.m., all times Eastern. Then we go through our Christmas holiday. There will be no openings on the 24th or the 25th. Number 47, a 1956D Northern Trust Company original bank wrapped roll, will be opened on the 26th. That's Thursday, the 26th at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I will show you a sheet that will show you all these times when we are done. Here's our next roll. 1964 Philadelphia. These are going to be 95 cents. Only 95 cents. 64 Philadelphia has a pretty decent chance of getting something good out of it. There's a lot of decent stuff comes out of these. Majestic, where do you stand? Let's see where you stand. I'll let you know here in just a second. I'm reading through the list now. You did not make it into the 1956D rolls. You got into the 57D rolls, and you got two spots in the 57D rolls, and no, you got 5 spots. I'm sorry. You got 5 spots in the 57D roll, and that's it so far. So our next one's this 1964 Philadelphia roll. We're going to do a limit of 5 per person at 95 cents each. There's all kinds of double dies that can be pulled out of these 1964 rolls, and in fact, I believe someone who bought a roll from me, a 1964 Philadelphia roll, has already pulled the massive DDR number 1 out of there. Stonecutter, I've not seen you yet. So we don't have you in for any of the rolls yet that I can tell. No, we don't have you in on anything yet. Okay, get ready to go because we're going to be going pretty soon on this 1964 Philadelphia roll at 95 cents each. Limit 5 per person. Go now. Hey, Steve Patet for 5. GLB for 4. Jeremy Johnson for 5. Levels of Madness for 5. James Worley for 5. Chuck Patillo for 3. Pearl Stormer for 5. Chris Vines for 2. Majestic for 5. Benjamin Marler takes 2. D. Reese for 5. And then Silver Nitrate will get the last 4 coins in the roll. My apologies to Joe McBride, Victoria, Taco John, Midnight Silver on Jim Fletcher, New Marshall, Sissy Atwell, Jeff Dunn, Cuds Are Us, Deanne, Todd Carmen, Coin Addict, Donald Harmon. Hey, Donald, how you doing? Ron Fry, Kelly Michaud, Seamus, Stonecutter, Steve Elliott, Raymond Longy, Clay, Paul Hampton, and Wayne Wolf. We are sold out prior to that spot. So let's see. Yes, the Christmas cards will apply to the 1958 D roll at the end of this show. There will be a 1958 D roll. And there will be those cards will be applied to that roll. So you having lag? I'll give you a couple of minutes, everybody. I'll give you a minute or two right here to go out, refresh, come back. That way you can make sure that you've got a nice connection before we get on to the 1955S rolls. I have 1955S right there. It's the Portland branch of the Fed Reserve Bank of San Francisco. Go ahead and refresh your browsers. Give you a minute to come back. Yeah, well, I do kind of have actual Christmas cards. They're little 1-inch by 1.5-inch cards that have people's names written on them. And oddly enough, even though they were all pulled at random, there's only one repeat out of 14 cards. One repeat out of 14 spots. That's kind of amazing. Okay, you guys more or less caught up now? We're going to go ahead and get started on 1955S roll, the 1955S. This is reveal number 49. I'm going to do these at $3.25 per coin. I'm going to have a limit of 5 per person. And the reason for that is because any extras that we have will bleed over into a second roll that I do have. It's this one right here, Security First National Bank of Los Angeles. That's another 1955S roll. Both rolls are BU, as everything here is BU. It's original gem BU coins, or not gem, original BU coins in paper-wrapped rolls. So we're going to sell 100 coins here. Wait for my go. There we go, 1955S. $3.25 a coin, 5 per person limit. 1955S always has a chance of pulling that RPM number 1. One of those in a nice uncirculated condition is a good $25 coin. If not even more than that. So we got James Worley for 5, Taco John for 3, Chuck Patillo for 3, Victoria Roman Carter for 3, And Chris Vines for 2. Robert Adams gets 3. Midnight Silver Run will take 3. Jeremy Johnson for 5. Wherefore art thou, Bulldog? I saw Bulldog in here early and I haven't seen him since. Strange. Adam Chambers gets 5. Jeremy Johnson for 5. Adam Chambers for 5. Midnight Silver Run for 3. Joe McBride will get 2. Jim Fletcher will get 5. Andrew O'Neill gets 2. G.O.B. gets 5. Wild Bill gets 5. Now, Wild Bill, your first 4 will be in the first roll in this Portland branch roll here. And then your last one will be in this Security First National Bank roll. And everyone from Wild Bill forward will be in the second roll in the Security First National Bank of Los Angeles. So JLB gets 5 and Wild Bill gets 4 in the first roll. Then Wild Bill gets 1 in the second roll. And then Steve Elliott for 5. Majestic Sounds of Coins for 5. Just make sure, folks, that you're only speaking up once. Make this thing go a lot easier and a lot faster. Because I will disqualify people who try to buy twice. New Marshall will get 5. Clay will get 5. Clay 37. Mr. Steve Patak gets 5. D. Reese will get 3 in this roll. Sissy Atwell for 5. Benjamin Marler will get 2. Jeff Dunn for 5. Stonecutter gets 5. I got himself into a roll. And Paul Hampton will get the remainder, which is a total of 4 coins. After Paul Hampton, not involved, we will not be able to get you into the 1955S, will be Deanne, Coin Addict, Todd Carmen, Ron Fry, Silver Nitrate, Don Harmon, Wayne Wolf, Emperor Label, Kelly Michaud, and Wayne Wolf. Yes, Emperor Label, all of these rolls are BU rolls. They are all original BU rolls wrapped by banks or Fed Reserve branches. And it looks like we may be having... Our issue could possibly be because there's 52 people watching. I appreciate everyone watching, but it does tend to cause a little bit more lag when there's a lot of people watching. That plus Sissy is correct. YouTube servers are probably bogged down with all the live shows that generally happen on Fridays. Ours does not generally occur on Friday, so we don't get in the way of everyone else's traffic. Okay, so the next roll that we're going to have, there's a pair of them. There's this one, and there's this one. These are two different rolls. They come from the same place, the same source, and they're both 1950 Denver. 1950 Denver. So at 1950 Denver, I looked these things up in MS64. In 64, these are $8 coins in MS64. I expect that these will be 64 to 65 for the better part, and we're going to be roughly half that. So I'm going to do 1950D at $4.50 per coin. Limit 5 per person. So it's 1950D, $4.50 per coin, limit 5 per person. Get yourselves ready. This is going to be number 51 and number 52. Both of them are going to be running on Saturday, 12/28. Go now. Jim Fletcher takes 5. Benjamin Marler for 1. Chuck Patillo takes 5. This is a really good way, folks, of being able to get into an original bank-wrapped roll of 1950D Lincoln cents and not have to pay through the teeth to get the roll, because I've already paid through the teeth for the roll. Andrew O'Neill gets 1. Oh. What are we doing? Andrew O'Neill only wanted 1. There we go. James Worley will get 5. Majestic Sounds of Coins gets 3. We'll bill you for these tonight, and then Monday morning, everyone's roll reveals up to this point will ship. Everyone's packages that are still out will ship. I don't think I have any roll packages left to do, but if I do, I will get them done. And all the roll reveals, including the dimes and the nickels and everything else that we've done in the last week and a half, I will get all of those into one package to each of you. You will only pay shipping one time. If you have paid shipping multiple times for what I'm getting ready to send you, I will refund you. If I do not refund you, and I should have, please contact me, and I will refund you. I'll let you know how busy things are here. Here's just a sign of how busy things are. When you do invoices through PayPal, you can set it up so that they can be numbered sequentially. The 1st of October, I crossed over invoice 1500. Actually, 1400. Sorry, crossed over 1400 during October. I'm just about to cross over 1800. So that's almost 400 invoices that I'm taking care of all by myself inside of a 3-month period. A lot of invoices. Okay, Victoria bought 3. She ended out that first roll. So now we get into the second roll, starting with Steve Patat. Steve Patat gets 3. Jeff Dunn gets 2. A list of what's to come. You know what? I didn't really think of that. But here we can do this. Let me go on forward. There you go. There's a list of everything right there. While we're going through the rest of it, we're up to number 52 now. We're only going to do up to number 55. So we have yet to do a 1964D, a 1955D, and a 1958D. Now, the 1958D, if I have given you a Christmas card, you will get a free spot in the 1958D roll, which will be the last one coming up. I probably should have shown you a list before we got started. I didn't really think about that. I don't know why. Sometimes I just don't think. At least my dad used to tell me that. Sometimes you just don't think, boy. Let's see, where are we right now? We are down to... Got Donald Harmon for 5. Got Chris Vines for 2. Where did that come? There we are. Got Jeff Dunn for 2. Sissy Atwell for 5. Chris Vines for 2. Donald Harmon for 5. Deanne for 3. Mr. Dowdle gets 5. Ron Fry gets 2. JLB gets 2. Kelly Michaud gets 2. Play 37 gets 5. Paul Hampton will get 4. Doug Carmen will get 1. Raymond Longy gets 3. Joe McBride wants to know if he got 2. Let me go back. Joe McBride did not get 2. Joe McBride has not been called on any... Oh, wait a minute, he did. Joe McBride got 2 out of the first roll. Got 2 out of reveal number 51. D. Reese takes 2. Okay. And we have a total of 4 remaining. We have 4 remaining. Hello, young numismatists. We are selling spots in original bank wrap rolls, which will be open during the week next week. Midnight wants to know if he got 3. Midnight did not get 3. Let's put Midnight down for 3. And there will be one more spot. Let me see if I called Adam Chambers. I'll give it to him if I did not call him already. Adam, you got 3 in the first roll. Anybody who has not already gotten spots who would like to take one? Anyone who has not gotten spots in the 1955D roll who would like to get one? I've already got Steve Elliott on. I've got Jim Fletcher on. Got Deanne on. Wild Bill, let me find out. Wild Bill got 2. You got 2 in the first roll. These will be $4.50 per coin. So it's $4.50 on a 1950D from an original bank wrapped roll. Okay, we don't have anyone speaking up who has not yet been in. Well, yeah, of course I have to charge shipping. I can do it for a stamp if we get down to that. Where do we come in? You know what? I'm just going to do a giveaway on that last spot. Just reserve the last spot and I'll do it as a giveaway. And I'll give it away to somebody else who's already in one of the 2 rolls. Oh no, that's perfectly fine, Cuds R Us. We're at a point where people are re-speaking to get into the very last spot in the second roll, and we're just going to do a reserve on it, and that one will be given away for free. Okay, the next thing I have, we follow in the list, is a 1964 Denver Louisville Fed Wrapped roll. This is the sheet, by the way, that shows you the times for everything, so you might want to take a picture of it, screenshot it, screen capture, or whatever you want to do, get it on your calendar. These all run between Sunday and the day before New Year's Eve. And these folks, 1964 Denver, are going to be $1 a coin. I only have 1 roll to open. I'm going to limit it to 5 per person. So you need to get in quick, but only after I say go. Time to go. Wild Bill is in for 5. Midnight Silver Run for 3. Chris Vines for 2. Chuck Patillo gets 3. James Worley gets 5. Jim Fletcher will get 5. Joe McBride for 3. Cuds R Us for 3. Majestic Sounds of Coins for 2. Taco John for 3. Dimas Omaha for 3. Jeff Dunn for 2. New Marshall takes 5. Ron Fry gets 3. And Steve Patat will round off this roll for a total of 3. And that's all we've got. 50 coins in the roll. Our next roll. Appreciate it, folks. Thank you very much. My apologies to everyone who did not get in time. I know there's a lot of lag and other issues keeping you from being able to get through. I'll go back real quick and I'll show you this other roll. This is a 1955 D roll from the Seattle Fed Reserve Bank of San Francisco. It's a Seattle branch. This is reveal number 54. Going to be $3 per coin. I've only got 1 roll of these, so I want to limit this to 3 per person. $3 each, limit 3 per person. Get your trigger fingers ready. Don't pull it yet, though. We all set? Go. Donald Harmon wants 2. Oh, that screen filled up fast. That screen filled up fast. I think we're probably done with this roll. There's Bulldog. Finally see Bulldog come back. Right up toward the end. Donald Harmon gets 2. See, where do we start here? Where did you start? Yeah, Donald Harmon gets 2. Midnight Silver Run gets 3. Sissy Atwell for 3. J.O.B. for 3. It's okay, you can put them down below. It doesn't matter where they go on here because I'm going to alphabetize them anyway. So you can put Donald Harmon down below J.O.B. J.O.B. gets 3, then Donald Harmon gets 2. Rudy Alfaro gets 3. Paul Hampton will get his maximum allowable at 3. DN will get 3. Feds Are Us gets 3. Majestic Sounds of Coins gets 3. Coin Addict for 3. Wild Bill for 3. I scrolled and I lost my spot. Jim Fletcher gets 3. Play 37 gets 3. James Worley gets 3. Taco John gets 3. Chuck Patillo for 3. Ron Fry for 2. And the dreaded end of the roll comes with Chris Vines only getting 1 spot. Sorry, Jeremy, Adam, New Marshall, Andrew, Joe, Jeff, Steve, Kelly. Wow, a lot of people. Bulldog, JLB, Don Harmon, Kelly Michaud, Wayne Wolf. Okay, so now we're going to play a little game. Now we are up to the Christmas roll. I have a total of 14 names already getting spots in this roll, but I'm going to give away another 10 tonight. Tonight's the night. Hang on a second. Let me get my. Hang on. Let me do this first. Dun, 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 dun. Now, I'm going to, at more or less random, just pick people out of the audience to give me a number. And so, for instance, I want Bulldog to give me the first number. And that number needs to be between the number 1 and 550. So I'll need Bulldog to give me a number between 1 and 550. And since none of you know the secret behind our method of recording who gets what and when, Bulldog has no idea whose name he's going to pull out of the hat with a number. It's going to be the ordinal number of an item. 269, Bulldog says. Number 269 was Robert Adams. Robert Adams is going to get a free Christmas spot. Gotta find my pen. For some reason, it left me. Here, I'll just use a different one. My pens aren't allowed to leave me. Okay, Robert Adams. Now you need to pick a number for me, Mr. Robert Adams. That is at least 20 above or below the number that Bulldog just picked, but something between 1 and 550. I don't want it within 20 numbers of the one Bulldog picked. So you can't do 249 to 289. But anything below 249 or from 289 up to 550. 369. 369 will be 369 Majestic. Wow, that's his third one. You around, Majestic? You are. So how about, that's two. That's two I've given away so far here. So Majestic, I want you to pick me a number between 1 and 550. Yeah, Ken's wearing off. I mean, what about losing pens? Must be a thing, right? All right, Majestic picks number 15. All the way up to the top of my file to number 15, and I get Benjamin Marlar. There we go. Benjamin, you around? I don't know if Benjamin's still around. I haven't seen him speak up in a little while. Mr. Benjamin, if you are around, why don't you play the game with us here? Give me a number between 1 and 550. He may have lagged himself out here. Okay, I'll just pick another person out of the audience to grab a number for me. J.O.B., how about you grab a number for me? Any number 1 through 550. Oh, there you are, Benjamin. Okay, J.O.B. gives me 111. How about Benjamin Marlar? Why don't you give me a number between 1 and 550? We'll use both of them. You're talking to your mom? Well, let's see. I'll do what J.O.B. gave me, 111, and it's going to be Jeremy Johnson. Okay, 317. Number 317 works out to be... Number 317 is New Marshall. New Marshall, you around? Can you give me a number? $525. Number 525 sits right at Majestic. Ended up with half this roll. All right, Majestic, throw me another number. One through 550. Try to mix it up a little, see if we can get somebody different in here. 22. Let's see what 22 belongs to. Number 22 goes to Hurlstormer. Okay, that's 7. Hurlstormer round. Sissy, why don't you give me a number? Then we'll get Hurlstormer to give me a number 2. And Jeff Dunn. You give me a number. Jeff Dunn. Jeff Dunn, Hurlstormer, and Sissy. Looking for numbers from each of you. Sissy gives me 323. 323 goes to Steve Patet. Steve Patet. Got 2 more here. Jeff Dunn gives me 237. 237 is Chris Vines. And I guess Hurlstormer has either lagged himself out or isn't here and had to leave. I'll get one of my winners. Let's say Steve Patet. How about you give me a number? 1 to 100 or 1 to 550. Anything from 1 to 550. $189. 189 goes to Jeff Dunn. Wasn't that fun? We're done now. We have a whole bunch of spots already here to be given away to each of you for being loyal customers to Coppercoins. And you got to give them to each other. Instead of doing something to win them yourself, you got to draw a number out of a hat so anybody else, including yourself, could get it. That's a spirit of giving for you. Okay, so here we go. Oh, that's okay, Hurlstormer. No problem. Penny, in the spots for the 1958, oh, you already got them in there. Robert Adams, you're ahead of me. Majestic, Benjamin Marler, Jeremy New Marshall, Majestic, Hurlstormer, Chris Vines, Jeff Dunn, Steve Patet. And that should be 10. It is 10. Okay, starting in spot number 11, could you put in, please, Majestic? And in number 12, Majestic. Then Robert Adams. Then J.O.B. Then Silver Nitrate. Coin Dragon. Steve Elliott. Wild Bill. Adam Chambers. Jeff Stanley. Thank you, Majestic. TJ Curtis. Oh, we can get Joe McBride in there too. Yeah, you can go ahead and give 12 to Sissy. Okay. Appreciate that. Thank you, Majestic. Jeff Stanley. Got that. Get Joe McBride in there. Yes. TJ Curtis in there. Need Chuck Patillo in there. And Levels of Madness. That's all of our giveaway spots in this roll. Total of 23. Almost half the roll. How many do you have total? You would ask, wouldn't you? 1, 2. You have 3 left. You have 3 remaining. You have to scribe your name out on one of these. Gonna get a spot. Got your name on it. That one. Scratch out Majestic, right in Sissy. There we go. Levels wants to give his to Copper Kingdom. That works for me. We're all family here. Levels gives his to Copper Kingdom. Now, here's what we're going to be doing. After this point, JOB wants Penny Parent to have his spot. I tell you what, let's do this. Let's watch what happens next. And we'll stop now. Oh, that is an idea, Jeremy. The only thing is that you'd have to send the coins to me. I can't do attributions by photograph alone. Not unless they're major dies and pretty easy to attribute. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Let me give one of them to Midnight here real quick. Go one of Majestics to Midnight. Now the remainder of the positions in this roll going to take a little bit of time, but here's what we're going to do. You're not buying these positions for yourself. You're buying them for other people. You're buying them for other people who are registered users here. And so what we will do is we'll give everybody an opportunity to purchase one spot at $2 per spot for someone else. All you have to do is type someone else's name and then one spot. And we will sell these at $2 a piece that you can give to someone else. We will run out quickly. Does that make sense? It's a gift of giving. Giving $2 per spot, limit 1 per person. We're probably at the end of that. Well, I appreciate everybody wanting to give something to someone else. That's cool. That's what I wanted to see. Okay, so we're going to do it like this, Penny. That makes sense? Okay, we could do it that. No, I would prefer to put their name on there because then it shifts the sort. I'd rather just have their name here like that. And then in the email for right now, we can put, and then I'll move that. Let's say I can move it now. Like that. So you put that name in and I'll put the other one in. Wait a minute, you missed Jim Fletcher. Oh no, never mind. Sorry. I skipped. Sorry, you're good. I'm quiet because I'm typing. Sorry, folks. I don't type well when I'm talking. Well, darn it. I lost my spot. We're not going to make it to the bottom of this list, that's for sure. We have more giving than we have spots. I haven't seen Copper Kingdom in the last couple of days. Sure what's going on with that. Seen him for a little while. Okay, so Jeff Dunn for Victoria, Joe McBride for Bulldog, James Worley for Sissy Atwell, Raymond Longy for Sissy Atwell. A lot of big hearts here. Todd Carmen for Robert Adams. Sissy Atwell for Penny Parent. Bulldog for Coin Junkie. Oh, wait a minute. Todd Carmen. Sissy Atwell. I'm sorry. Todd Carmen, Robert Adams. Sissy Atwell for Majestic Sounds of Coins. And then Bulldog for Coin Junkie. Stonecutter for Lady Spitfire. Adam Chambers, the Coin Dragon. Paul Hampton to. We can get Paul Hampton in there. Paul Hampton to Mantic. Wayne Wolf. Ah, I appreciate it, Wayne. Stephen Elliott gives to Penny Parent. And Clay to Penny Parent. And that is all we have in that roll. So in this particular roll, no one who paid for a spot will receive the coin that they paid for. That's exactly what I'm looking for. That's how that works, folks. And that right there is the roll. It's a Fed Reserve Bank of Chicago, Chicago, Illinois. We have a total of 50 spots accounted for. That particular roll, let me move back over to this list. That particular roll will be opened on Monday, the 30th at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Monday the 30th. You know, I might want to switch that out or do something different because it is a Christmas gift. But none of these will be shipped prior to Christmas anyway. So we can just call it the Spirit of Giving. Roll number 55, the 1958 D Chicago Fed Wrapped Roll. We're going to call that the Spirit of Giving. Do it Monday, the 30th of December at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. I appreciate everyone being so nice about this. It was an idea that I had, and I didn't know how it would work. I didn't know how it would work. I didn't know how it would work out. Yeah, I could do it now, but it is, 8:30 in the evening, and I still haven't had dinner. I came on a little bit earlier today than usual. I had to miss it too. Unfortunately I laid down for just a little while because I was tired. I mean, I was working since 5 o'clock in the morning. And that when I woke up, it was already like 4:35, and I had to get to the post office. We'll get everything worked out. Happy holidays to you too, Quads. You take care, Wild Bill. Let me get this. I've got it up there. Never mind. Anybody who needs to screenshot that can do it now. Copy it, screenshot it, or you can just come back and watch the video anytime you want to. And that'll give you an idea of what I'm going to be scheduling. I'm going to be scheduling most of these tonight. So once I get all of these scheduled and in, you will get notifications on them. JLB did get in for New Marshall. Throw us a link, Penny Parent. That's right, I'm being silent. I want her to throw the link up there. She's going over to find it now, I'm sure. I wouldn't ever dare try to leave what I'm doing to find it. Jim Fletcher, thank you very much for your super chat. And Merry Christmas to you. Got a box of nickels with your name on it. Coin Addict, you have a good night with that. Looking for silver. Looking for silver in a box of nickels. I was down on the couch with the dog between my legs laying down. I was snoring away. I think I turned on the news or something and I clocked out. I didn't mean to clock out for that long because I meant to watch Penny Parent do her thing. Then I was going to go to the post office. And boy, I missed life altogether for a couple of hours there. You have 6 OBW 1966 nickel rolls to hunt? Wow. I got some OBW rolls of 56 nickels here. Victoria, did you get the one that you tried to get for Andrew? Let me take a quick look here. Yes. Yes, you did. Same to you, Mr. Patet. You be safe too, sir. Donald Harmon. Stephen Dallas, heard a message come in. What kind of message was that? That there was a live broadcast going on? Oh, on my phone. Yeah, I heard it too. I don't know who it was, but let's see. It might be someone who needs to say something to me, so we'll see. Okay. Okay, so we just got a message in. I'm going to repeat the message. There's your message. You might want to stick around a little bit. So I grabbed a roll out of my box without any idea of what date or mint mark it is. It says American Trust Company, San Francisco, California on it, so it's probably a San Francisco roll. It is a wheat roll because I grabbed it out of my box of wheat rolls. Let me get my glasses back on so I can actually take a look at what the date and mint mark of the roll is. Well, what do you know? It's a 1954S. So we'll be doing a 1954S roll. We're going to have to add a CRH 056 and 056 is a 1954S roll from the American Trust Company, San Francisco. And you guys who are, you're going to be receiving these spots, the ones who like got the free drawing spots and stuff. And these spots here, your name is going to be in there, so you will get these as $0 items on your invoices. Let me get this set up here real quick. Okay, so what we're going to do is, let's see, a whole bunch of people have already left, though. How do I do this and make sure that all of our people get involved? Do we draw numbers again? You want to do it that way, just to draw numbers? I think we can do it that way. Why can't you see me? Because I don't have me on the screen. I have this on the screen so everybody can see when we are doing all of our reveals. I'll bring it back to me for a while. I think the best, fairest way to try to include everyone we can is to draw numbers and do it that way again. So let's just do it up to 550. So again, let's just get Stephen Dallas to bring us the first number. Any number from 1 to 550. Any number 1 to 550, Steve. Number 27. Number 27 belongs to Taco John. Is Taco John in the house? If Taco John's in the house, why don't you spit me a number 1 to 550? Oh, Gene, we just got finished with the process of selling the spots for the reveals for the next 2 weeks. It was a special show this evening just for the holiday reveals. And how people buy coins for the reveals generally is to be at the auction Tuesday evenings at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and we sell the rolls during that period of time. But I tell you what, I think I'm going to give you a spot in this roll. We have a 1954 S roll that we're going to open. I'll go ahead and give you a spot in that roll. Just because. And I don't think Taco John's around anymore, so how about if you, Gene Miller, give me a number between 1 and 550, and we'll allow you to give someone else a spot in this roll. How about you have Stephen Dallas type 50 numbers? Okay, I tell you what. We can do it where, let's do it 5 numbers at a time. Gene Miller, could you give me 5 different numbers from 1 through 550? If you mix them up well enough, we'll be sure that we get different people involved. Okay. Number 30 is the first one. Give me 4 more, please. Number 30 is Andrew O'Neill. Four more numbers, random as you please, from 1 through 550. Okay, 30. You ready, Penny Parent? Are you on? This will go a little faster. 30 was Andrew O'Neill. Did we already say 30? We had 30 already. Okay, sorry. Yeah, that was Andrew O'Neill. Okay, so 58, Raymond Longy. 346, James Dowdle. 251, Silver Nitrate. And number 2, Bill Betts. Okay, Bill, how about you do the same? Pick us five numbers. Five numbers, random, 1 through 550. There we go. We've got 544 is Taco John. 423 is James Dowdle. 111 is Jeremy Johnson. Number 6 is James Worley. And 278 is Jeremy Johnson again. Okay, Mr. Worley, how about you pick five numbers for me? Gene Miller, $5 super chat. I appreciate it very much. Thank you, and have a great Christmas to you too. Okay, number 7 was James Worley. Picked one for yourself. Let's see, number 300 is Wild Bill. $235 is Chris Vines. Number 87 will be Clay 37. And number 4 was Jeremy Johnson. Okay, there you go, Chris Vines. All right, how about you pick us five numbers now, Chris? Jeremy, the numbers are they're the numbers on our spreadsheet for each coin that was purchased. And so somebody calls out a number, and I look up that line number in my spreadsheet, and the person who bought that coin is the name that's picked. We're waiting for Chris to pick five numbers now. I think we can make sure of that. Okay, so Stephen Dallas will get the last coin in that roll. Chris Vines. There we go. We got our numbers now. Any parent, ready to rumble. Number 59 is Raymond Longy. Number 48, Jim Fletcher. 29 is Taco John. 21 is Levels of Madness. 'And number 12 is Chris Vines. So Chris Vines, with random numbers, manages to pick one out for himself. Okay, and Levels wants to give his to Copper Kingdom. Is Copper Kingdom okay? I mean, do you know him? Do you know, is there anything going on with him? Because I haven't seen him in over a week now. There's no idea. And I'm going to pick 10 numbers at complete random. Those are the ones I'm going to pull out. And let's see how many we have left after that. Okay, Penny Parent, can you do the same thing? Have the host give. So you pick out pick out 10 numbers. I'll get the names and I'll put them down there for the ones I picked. You pick the numbers and then we'll do those together. 325 will be Steve Patet. 245. I don't remember what numbers I put in. Doug Reese. Doug Reese will get this one. 195. Sissy Atwell. 454. B. Wild Bill. 268. That was my scout troop when I made Eagle Scout. Robert Adams. 415. That was my first scout troop. 415. Donald Harmon. I know a lot of these people are gone. I'll just send out a broadcast email, let everybody know. And let's see. What number was the next one I chose? 334. 334 will be Sissy Atwell. 202. 202 will be Steve Patet. 524 is Majestic. 64. It looks like I like to pick fours and she likes to pick sevens. Got to be something to that. 64. That'll go to Coin Addict. Let's see, you already on your numbers? Let's see, number... I'll give them to you. Number 7 is James Worley. Number 27, Taco John. 47, Jim Fletcher. 57 is Raymond Longy. No, I'm sorry. 57 is Jeff Dunn. Not Raymond, Jeff Dunn. 87 is Clay, 37. 97 is Doug Reese. 107 is Jeremy Johnson. 117 will be Hurlstormer. 127, Adam Chambers. And I think the rest of them, what I want to do, 5, 6, 7 spots, I will have giveaway on cards during the show. Audience members will get them during the show. So we'll just pull them out and I'll give them to audience members during the show. And the show for this one has to be, let's see, where am I going to fit this in? This one will be 3 for Friday. Like it's going to be this Sunday, 12/22 at 6 p.m. This Sunday, 12/22 at 6 p.m. I'm going to call this one 44A. Actually, I've already got it in there as 56. I'll just do 56. Sunday at 6 p.m. So Sunday, 12/22 at 6 p.m. will be this one. We'll go ahead and put Steven Dallas Christmas Special on this one. Something I didn't really know until I knew Steven Dallas is that there is a Dallas in Oregon. And that's where Steve is. Dallas, Oregon. He's not in Dallas, Texas. Everybody thinks he's in Texas. All right, I've got it in the box. It's ready to go. All right, so let me go back and do a review of the chat and make sure that I didn't miss anything. Mint State Numismatics on winter break. Awesome. Santa Claus does strike again. Santa Claus just keeps striking over and over again. Oh, she picked it first and she actually put the name in there. That's why. It was Bill Betts. Sorry about that. I want you to think that I didn't. I did not miss it, though. Let's see. Everybody will enjoy it. Thank you, Steve. I really appreciate that. Okay, let's see. Okay, Raymond, I will give one of yours to Victoria. Okay, Raymond, you want to give your other one to Stephen Elliott? Okay, take care of that. There we go. We'll do, for everyone who shows up to this one Sunday evening at 6, we will do special giveaways during that one. That's why I told everyone to be here tonight, because, well, you never know when Santa Claus is just going to start handing stuff away. You're in California right now? No joke, huh? Wow. All right, Jeremy, you have a great night too, sir. Oh, look you up if in Oregon and you'll be in California. Got it. Understood. Oh, you're going to be at 35,000 feet? That's going to be Sunday, the 22nd. That's a couple of days from now at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Yeah, Jody, you kind of came to the end of the party, but I tell you what, there's plenty of hors d'oeuvres over on the table that are left over. You can go see that, and there might be an extra beer in the fridge. Chris, you have a great night, sir. Talk to you guys all later. And I'll be back on. Let's see, when is my first one? My first one will be Sunday at 3 p.m. Be Sunday at 3 p.m. will be the first one. And then we'll be doing one Sunday at 6 p.m. That's going to be the special 1954 S roll. Sunday at 6 p.m. And then the rest of the schedule is right there for you to copy down. You have a good night too, time travelers. And I will definitely see you, Bulldog. You have a wonderful evening. Give my best to the wife. Lots of shows to watch, that's true. Lots of shows to do. But I like doing it. I think it's fun. Heck, if I didn't like doing it, I probably just wouldn't. Will the real reveals start late if the Steelers game is close? I'm not sure I get to watch the Steelers game. I live in North Carolina, remember that. I get to see the Panthers anytime I want to watch them play. Ugh, boring. I really want to watch the Panthers play. Okay, folks, we're going to go ahead and close this stream. I appreciate everyone coming by. I appreciate the giving attitude everyone came here with. I knew you would because you are my family. And when I tell people welcome to the family, I mean it. That's the way I think of you guys. I think of you guys as my family, and I appreciate you being around. Yeah, we'll have a halftime coin reveal show. 15 minutes is almost up. We got to hurry. All right, you guys, have a great night. Have a great Christmas if I don't see you before then, and a great New Year if I don't see you before then. But I better see you on New Year's Day, because if you miss that show, you're going to be missing out on a lot. Try getting a 24D for $1 anywhere else. All right, I appreciate it, folks.